This is hiker cam on the Benton MacKaye. I'm just not even 3 miles in from the northern Pinhoti connector, but already this trail feels so different. I'm not sure what it is, but I can definitely see the mountains a lot better. I mean, it's not like I'm in a different state. I'm not even on a different forest. I'm still on the Chattahoochee as far as I know. But it's very quiet. The woods are just, oh my goodness, immaculately quiet and peaceful. But really getting to start seeing some good sized mountains around here. Maybe it's because the sun finally came out. Ha! Just in time for me to get off the Pinhoti. Hopefully dry my shoes out a little bit because it's been an incredibly wet, sloppy, dirty, muddy day. But my goodness, it's just beautiful out here. I love these trails. I'm on top of Flat Top Mountain on the Benton MacKaye, and it's just beautiful up here. Old growth forest, and the foundation it looks like an old house, an old 2-room house. My backpack is on the front porch, so I guess they wanted to look out the other way. But the most amazing thing about the top of this mountain, besides the awesome views all the way around, is this beautiful, beautiful ancient tree. Oh my gosh, this tree is so beautiful. It just makes me want to cry practically. It's amazing. Look at that. It's like it never ends. Good morning from the Benton MacKaye Trail. I'm near Double Hog Pen Gap, and yesterday was so slow and dirty. I stopped a little earlier than I planned to. I meant to get to Holloway Gap, but this forest is just so beautiful and quiet. There's a little creek down there running so I can pick up water before I head out. And this just was beckoning me to stay. It looks like it's actually going to be a nice sunny day. Yay, finally. Hope it stays that way. I don't have any wood to knock on. I guess I could go knock on a tree. But this forest is just amazing. It's incredibly peaceful and quiet now, but it was incredibly active last night. I heard what I think was a bear down by the creek, and then something making crazy monkey noises. I don't know what it was, and I think I heard some wild boar. It was a very active evening in the forest, but now just this. This is my first full day on the Benton MacKaye Trail. Finally, a beautiful sunny day. Hopefully it stays that way. Although I guess you have to pick your poison. It's freezing cold and super windy. But at least I got to pack up a dry tent, and I've already climbed up couple of mountains here this morning, but the views up here are pretty spectacular, and this forest is just amazing. But I figured since I already made the climb to a little bit of hiker cam. I see another peak in front of me, so I assume I'm going up that. I love this Benton MacKaye trail. I'm clearly a Scotsman where they don't pussy around with switchbacks. You either go up the hill or you go down it. Pretty much a straight shot almost every time. So very steep ups and downs. Ooh, look at that mountain. See, this is kind of fun hiker camp because I'm seeing everything for the first time, just like you are. I have no idea what I'm going to be walking into. But ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be climbing that. So, oh, the tree. Look at that gorgeous tree. You can tell this forest hasn't been subjected to a prescribed burn anytime recently, if ever, and it seems to be very healthy and in good shape. And there are snags down and limbs and whatnot, but that's just the forest. Mother Nature knows how to take care of herself. Anyway, off to climb another mountain. This Benton MacKaye trail is just beautiful. It's so awesome to be up on the tops of mountains. Just amazing up here. These Appalachians are, oh my goodness, it's sublime. This is one of my favorite sites. A beautiful little flowing seasonal creek, all green, just running like a green stripe down in the middle of a draw, in the middle of a forest. Otherwise, pretty dry from all of last year's leaves on the ground. You can see that spring is springing, slowly but surely. And this is the forest and the Appalachian Mountains. And this little ribbon of life running through it. Beautiful. Day one on the Benton MacKaye. I'm coming down off Fowler Mountain. I'm doing a little bit of a contour catwalk right now. And I just came upon this amazing view. So, I wanted to share it. No hiker cam right now because this trail is really narrow. And as you can see, it's got a pretty good drop down into this giant canyon or holler. I'm not sure what the local correct terminology is, but look at all of these mountains. This is our land. I love it. This is my first full day on the Benton MacKaye. I'm approaching Bushy Head Gap. I love the names of these places. It is just spectacular here out in our wild. And since I'm going downhill and the track isn't quite as precarious as it was before, let's do hiker cam for a minute. I'm just loving the spring green of this forest coming back to life. Just feels amazing out here. So when people ask me what I'm looking for, why I do what I do, well, this is it. I mean, look at this place. How could you not want to do this if you enjoy nature and you enjoy the outdoors? It doesn't necessarily have to be a long bomb through hike like crazy people do, but just getting out and enjoying our natural world on our public lands, whether it's on a trail or camping or fishing or hunting, mountain biking, kayaking, all the different uses that we have available to us on our public lands. Man, I sure wish I knew more about the plants out here, because I would for sure be doing some foraging. I know that there are a lot of edibles out here. Ooh, here's a pretty flower I haven't seen much of. Hi, guy. Just spectacular. And this is the Benton MacKaye on the Chattahoochee National Forest in northern Georgia. Yay! Hiker cam on the Benton MacKaye. I've been descending for a while. I think there's a road walk coming up, but now I'm in this little fairy forest. Totally reminds me of the Manzanita forest at Casa de Luna with the Andersons off the PCT. Miss you guys, but this is a fun spot. Hopefully I'll be getting to some water soon, because I'm almost out. Unfortunately, the guide I have for this particular trail isn't particularly accurate with mileage, and I think there's some new trail set off the road that wasn't included in the guide I'm using, which is my own fault. Due diligence is the hiker's responsibility. Should have done a little more intel on this trail. I was just so busy trying to get myself sorted out for the Pinhoti. I didn't really pay a bunch of attention to this 70 or so, theoretically, miles of the Benton MacKaye to get me down to Springer. Oh, fairy forest over. Look at that. That was just like maybe a quarter of a mile total. Very cool. The biodiversity on this trail is pretty awesome. So I'm on a section of the Benton MacKaye that is mainly made possible through agreements with private landowners and through gaining easements, so that even though the trail isn't technically entirely on public lands through this section, it feels like it is. And there's actually a shelter in the middle of it, which is pretty amazing. Just over that hill there is Indian Rock Lake. I saw what I think is Indian Rock. It's a big flat obelisk type rock on the side of the road. It's pretty awesome. But this is just a sweet, sweet shelter. I got here almost an hour ago. I've really been considering staying here just because it's super peaceful and quiet, and it's like the cleanest shelter ever. Super stocked with firewood and even a custom fire ring with wildlife on it, which is awesome. Benches. The inside is super clean. There's a platform and a couple of benches in here. I've just kind of made myself at home, as you can see. There's a register. There's a broom if you care to do some light cleaning up, but it's already super clean. And someone left some pants. Sweet. Oh, and in case you're wondering how horrible you look if you're through hiking, there's a mirror so you can just look at yourself and feel sad. But there's a little creek that's running next to the site, and I really have been thinking about just calling it a day and staying here, kind of getting back into that slow cruiser mode. But there's only a quarter after 5:30. There's a couple more hours a day. I think it's 5 more miles to the next trailhead in public lands. And the awkward thing about this spot is there's a house right there. A lot of this walk has been like up people's driveways and through their backyards. It's like lovely that it's in the woods, but it's felt a little awkward. Like I feel like I gotta just don't look at anyone's house, just get out of here. But big thanks to whoever made this shelter. This is just a beautiful, lovely spot to stop and take a little break, because this section, even though it's all private, has got some super steep ups and downs. My knees are definitely screaming. But thanks for the shelter, and thanks for this sweet spot on the BMT. Getting to the end of my first full day on the Benton MacKaye. A good part of today has been on a section that goes through easements, and they've managed to keep it mostly off the road. I'm still in that section, so I guess this is private property, but through partnerships, they've made it available for hikers to pass through. This is just beautiful out here. This is some amazing countryside. There are a lot of cabins and places for rent up here. Some beautiful homes. Kind of reminds me of like a cross between Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead in the Southern California mountains. And some of the places are kind of like Montecito and Santa Barbara County. But, oh my goodness, just beautiful country. Fannin County, Georgia.